want some, get some, bad enough, take some.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 40. What, 7? We rolling on 47? Is that where we're at? 40 effing 7. Not like your 49ers, though. 47. You know, the Bay Area love. We're banging the bang with Gangrel. And I got a special guest today with his flip-flop or 49er love there. Jacob Fatu, whatever you know him as, a Samoan werewolf. And here he is. What's going on, Jacob? How are you?
Man, right back at it. You know, we're not doing too much. We live and direct, man. Yeah, Sunshine State.
Yeah, it's a Sunshine State. But you flew all night to get in here. Picked you up at the crack of dawn and run me right over here. So might want to say, hey, think 30 seconds before you spit it out because you might say something crazy, you know?
It was a little windy when I got here. I thought I was still back up in San Francisco.
How was your flight coming in?
Oh, it was good, man. Live and direct. You know, it's
Blue's got those direct.
Yeah, you know that.
So you're flying in. So you got a triple shot. You're here. Fort Lauderdale, then you go crisscross almost opposite end of the country up to the top, the Portland, Oregon.
Yes, sir.
And then you PDX, and then PDX, you got an easy trip back down to the Bay Area, right? You got Sacramento. Where
at the Sacramento. Where I'm gonna see one of our good friends, Joey. TMD, Rock and Rodeo Express. Shout out to Rex Calhoun too.
I think TMD just peed himself.
Okay. He said, "Take us in like that." You put me over, bud.
He's my friend. He's my friend. Nah, you know Joey got that high blood pressure right now too. He tell you about that?
Nah,
he's stressing. He said, "I got the silent killer. I'm going down, man. My shit's like 150 over 400." I said, "Quit eating fucking Del Taco and Jack in the Box at 3."
Oh, he eats his bean burritos.
But
sorry, Joe. You don't mean to bust.
Wow. You know, I didn't think we were going to be coming in here. I didn't prep for anything, but I should know your life history. I should know your story. I don't know if we don't want to cover, I don't know how far we want to go back, but you're a second or third generation wrestler.
I'm a third generation.
Third generation. Your father being the Tonga Kid.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then the Maivias and all that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Alpha Sika.
Sika.
The whole lineage, man.
Alpha.
I'm just trying to play my role, play my position right now. Saying us.
All right.
Nah, but man, it came from a long way, man.
Came from a long way.
It came from Knox Pro back in the day. A lot of people don't know. I'm sorry, man. I gotta let them know my very, very first match. It was Saturday. 2 weeks of training. Man, we getting ready to go to, I think it was Iowa.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. I think it was Iowa.
Any of my students listening to that now, it ain't no 2 weeks for you. Like,
yeah.
Hold on now. Don't get all thinking like you're being held back or something. Ain't no 2 weeks. Go on.
No, man, we was getting ready to go to Iowa, something called TL Territory League. And, man, you talking about loops, man. We done drove from, both of us, man. We had went in there loop from Los Angeles to Iowa, Los Angeles to Dallas, Los Angeles to New Mexico.
There wasn't no flying, right?
Come on, man.
Did you fly one of them? No.
No. We drove back and forth.
I think it was in Iowa when I tried to stab that big tall guy.
It was. Oh my gosh. Yes, it was. I forgot about that. He came with the fart.
Big old dude rolling around. I got a knife to come out there and get him from behind the bar.
Okay. I will never forget the place. The something saloon out there.
Yeah, it's some kind of bar. But those are good times on Territory League. I wish the Territory League would have took off. A lot of people don't understand that was Reno and Hawaii. That's your uncle there.
Yeah.
Black Pearl, California,
the
there.
Cali baby.
Count to Cali. That was his baby, TL. I know that I wrote like all the rules, leagues, and a lot of the team stuff, but that was his brainchild. That was his little project, and it was good. I think it still works today.
Those are my memories, man.
Yeah,
I love them.
I think it was
Hollywood out there. We was out there in Hollywood. You guys also had them over there.
The Palladium, one of those bars out there. Yeah, it'd be one of those famous bars out there in Hollywood. But yeah, TL. So let's talk about your training a little bit. Even though I know about your training, but maybe no. Let's give people your history. So MLW, you're there now. You were like the longest running undefeated. What is it? The MLW World Champion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you did
sir,
there.
Absolutely.
So got there. So let's rewind back to. What I was going to say about the training, because your MLW thing, I see that you're. Turned another path where I've gone darker and I just want to go cut people's heads off with a sickle. And I don't care because I'm too old to give a damn anymore. I'm too old. I ain't going to go out there and try to run lucha spots, although I probably will with LaParga and them. You're going to see that coming up. But I'm just going to go out there and just take my grizzled ass, carboned up muscles and do some fanging and banging. I'm going to get out there and do more banging than fanging. So I'm going to get out there and boom. So, I'll get with that. But I see with MLW, you were in the Contra. You guys were running rampant, running strong. Now, yeah, that big, tall, crazy Mads Kruger
That's
dude.
Crew, yeah.
Y'all are beefing now, and you got some stuff going on. But I seen some vignettes that you did where they gave like a more real side of the Jacob Fatu.
Oh, absolutely.
Which I thought like was no good at first because I said, oh man, they just gave him the right away to smoke and drink. He just said it's okay to go smoke and drink. I seen Jacob out there sitting on a stoop like you over there and Tenderloin over there with a cigarette talking about you know, when the blood hits the pavement, that's when I get on up and start getting in, you know. But
had the beanie on and everything.
But it showed the more that's you. That's more you and stuff. And you talked a little bit training with your Uncle Kishi, Reno, myself, and stuff like that. But man, I do miss those days. You know, I don't train the same way anymore. I'm kind of soft in my training. I'm tightened back up now that I'm training some of these MMA people and stuff. They could take that fussing and yelling, but I don't know if this generation. You, Miro, Holly Dad, y'all were kind of the last of that, the Joey and all. Yeah. They got that hard me. Now I'm more of a, I won't say I'm PC, but I'm something. I think I've learned to talk to people a little bit better than, are you injured or you hurt? If you're injured, get up. Or if you're hurt, get up. If you're injured, go get a doctor's note and come back.
We needed that, though. I needed that, you know, because, you know, like when it comes to like different type of training like that, you know, I mean, by the grace of God, okay, I come from the great family, but, you know, I done seen you guys turn, you know, nobody into somebody, and I am one of them cats, though, you know, that came from that era, because if it wasn't for that training, that down rough, coming there, you know, not even just wearing it, I'm talking about like when you show up, make sure you have your shirt on all black, you make sure you like, but man, when we pulled up though, like right out the gate, it wasn't no love, but it was competition though. It was competition, but just that training though, like I love that training. I needed that because man, at times when I wanted to give up, we sitting there doing blow up drills. Just that to dig deep down inside, man. Like it's an addiction. I can't even explain the feeling, but I needed that training. I'm so glad because honestly, like no disrespect to any other schools, but and I'm not only just saying this because, you know, this is one of my trainers right here, but also because of my family school or none of that. But man, it's just, if I didn't get trained nowhere else besides Knock Pro, I don't think I would have like really like had that go get it mentality though in me. For real. Yeah. For real.
Well, Kishi got that business tool in him. You know, Kishi can preach that business end of that stuff. And then, but when you walked in, I went, "Oh man, another damn Simon."
Oh man, because before it was me, it was like 3-4 of them. Yeah,
but I tell people this, and I'm not just saying this because you're sitting here. I said you are the most talented and coachable out of them all. You know, like one of the top ones, and I'm very proud of you. And I'm glad you came in here this morning. I know you flew all night, but you don't do a whole lot of interviews and stuff like that. And I didn't really want to ask you after flying all night, but you seemed up and you're ready to go. Yeah. But I think it's good. I think people need to understand the journey of things and where you're at, because where you come from and the ups and downs. So like you were touching on it in MLW, like, you know, you basically, you grew up, I don't want to say thug life, but you was in it. You was out there grinding in the streets, you know, doing what you do because that's what you know, and that's what your neighborhood did, and that's what you seen, and whatever. And you ain't got nobody. Your pops is out grinding on the road and doing his things, and a lot of people. So you, like myself, the same thing, man. If I didn't find pro wrestling at 17, I'd be dead or in prison, one or the other. Or died in prison, because I ain't gonna take no shit up in there, man. I gotta learn to behave when people come at you, because I'm too old for that now. They be getting me now. Come on. Every lion has a day, man, because there's a younger, stronger lion out there. But you come up, so you had a certain mentality, right? So, and then I don't know if you don't know what condoms are or not, but you got like 17 babies. So
we deep in the game, man.
Yeah. You got a lot of young men. So now you got that on your plate, and you had a few before when I first met you, but then I think you had like 3 more since then, or 2 more since then. Yeah. And
I only had 3 at that time.
So you got that street mentality, and you had the babies, and then you come to the school, and then you're getting like, and I think the only love I could give you is tough love, like
absolutely,
or to keep it real, just to be honest, you know, like, and stuff like that. But it's not easy. Like you touch on MLW in that there's 2 little segments, or 3. I think it was 2 or 3 segments. How it was when you come up, and I want to say that, like, I'm super proud of you because I know how hard it is to work against everything to come up, like to try to do the right thing, because it's so easy to go and slip back to what you know. It's so easy to go like, no, what? Boom, and you know, and just bust somebody's head, or go out there. I never bipped or crept anything, but I'm guilty of having people bip and creep for me. You know, get out there and you know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, I sure would like to have a old Pioneer stereo and some speakers. Oh yeah, yeah, man, I ain't got but like 30 laying around though. All right, next day to be like some Pioneers.
But it's easy like
you know, you know, because it's where I grew up, and that's just how the system went. Like even when I was working in the UK, like people would go to stores and stuff. I still would find people selling stuff out the trunk of the car. Somehow my street mentality would lead me back to like that's what I know. I felt more comfortable buying it off the street from a dude that's looking over his shoulder, left, right, grabbing at his hip, like because you know he got that like that 22 or something loaded up in his pocket. You know, little thing scramble around on you, but enough to get you. But it's easy to slip back in mentality. But then, like, I'm glad. What I'm saying is, I'm glad you're coming in here. Is you're showing people that you're rising up through it. And it hasn't been easy because you have a history, a background. I'm not going to go into it or anything, but it does. The paper, man, you got caught up on some papers in some cases, and they're hard to shake and get expunged. And then when you're trying to get past that, then all the history creeps up on you. So all your past is coming back to bite you in the ass. And to stay positive and push forward on that is very hard. And then you'll have a lot of other influences going, dog, you're the most talented dude out there, man. I never seen a cat at 300 moonsault off the tippy toes of his things and not kill a man and just glide over like a gazelle. You don't need to be here. You need to be WWE. Like, and now that's hard too, because now you're going like, man, I'm still struggling. I'm getting by. I'm grateful for what I got right now. But they're telling me that, maybe I should be. So now you got these conflicts in your head. And then when things ain't going right, shit gets shaky. Then what do you want to do? You want to go right back to what you know in the streets because that's where you're comfortable at. As you're comfortable, that mentality, because you just don't understand this world because now they just made you super complex, filling your head for everything. And then they might not be wrong. In their eyes, they believe that. In my eyes, I believe you should be there. But in my eyes also, I know that you're on a journey and a path that only God knows, you know, and you're going to walk that path. You got to walk that path, and that's our path, whatever our path may be. I don't get down and upset where I'm at in life, even as you see me hobbling out to come get you in the morning, man. I knew what I was getting into for this and everything else, but at the same time, I know my path. I know I've done a lot of bad, and I know I've done a lot of good, and I know that I'm going to work on being a better person, a good thing. But what I'm mostly going to work on is myself, the man in the mirror. Absolutely. Like, you know, I was talking to Ann about it. It's my favorite Michael Jackson song, Man in the Mirror. Start with a change has got to start there. And you're still struggling every day because, like, it's not easy because I was married to Luna for 18 years. We fought, like, we fought every day. And there's been times that, like, I barely got to the planes and this. So that pressure there and the pressure of her not, you know, like, when I got hired and I kept a job and she got fired like twice, she was like really mad and upset, like not jealous, but hurt that she wasn't there. And then I come home, so that fuel there and all the other stuff, and it's just easy to slip back. And I'd slip back and I'd find myself on top of the world, but the most unhappy man there was. Slipping back into my old ways, the old roots, and hanging out in the seediest places that nobody would roll in without like a guard, you know? So I know. I can't say I know all your journey, you know, or the pain or the struggles you're going through. But I can say I can relate. I can relate. So I'm very proud of you coming here and you show people, man, you're getting off a red eye. You're coming straight in here. You're happy. You're upbeat, and you're grateful. And I think MLW is a good fit for you. I mean, is it going to be a permanent stop forever? I don't know, but I also think that they're working with you to keep you together, man.
Absolutely.
And I think they understand your struggles.
Absolutely.
Understand your struggles back and forth too. And then I know when you talk to me privately, you're grateful for them. You say, man, the Court and MSL, you always praise them and told me, because like when they came to me, like I was like, but I said, well, Jacob always says they're good people. Because I didn't know him. I knew MSL and he started a little bit, but I didn't know him that well. He came up through Florida, you know, so I didn't know him great. That was on my way moving out to other places when he was coming up and in, you know, because I've been grinding since 80. I've been grinding since 87, man. It'll be 35 years September for me, man. And so I don't know where I'm going with that. I'm rambling all over. I didn't know what I was going to talk to you about when I got in here, but I felt in my heart I needed to talk to you about this. You know, I don't know if I should be talking to you openly in public in here and stuff like that.
Man.
But I want to tell you that I'm proud of you, and I know that every day is hard. Every day. Doesn't matter how good people think you got it or how bad they think you got it. I know every day is harder in your own heart and your own soul when you're trying to do something and you're fighting that struggle, but you're still fighting it. And you got off the plane, and I thank you for being here, and I thank you. I just you make me proud as a trainer. I don't care, even if you do bad things, I still get it and understand it. Like they might not be bad things, but what people consider like, oh, this or that. I'm not even going to whatever out there, but I still go, damn, I get it, dog. I know, but then you man up, No Limit Soldier, Master P, true, get up and head up, and then you're in here, man. So I want to thank you for that, man, and say I'm proud of you. So I'll take this time to say I'm proud of you for that.
Appreciate it.
Proud of you.
Oh, it's love, man. Come on, big dog.
You got to keep that struggle, man, and you come from a great family of wrestling, and you got your Uncle Keish and Reno out there. They always go. They gonna get you back, they Keish and Reno, they roll, that Knox Pro, man. No, they know Limit Soldiers too. They get your ass quicker than the hood to get you, man.
Oh, they ain't playing around.
They ain't playing, man. They ain't playing, but so I train now at CCW, Coastal Championship Wrestling, and I don't know, maybe I heard in the MLW thing, we'll go back to that you talked about how sore you were after when you thought like, I'll go wrestle. It's like whatever. But then how sore you were. Why don't you explain some of the training back then? Oh, man. This is for these young bloods that think they got it hard under me right now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say y'all had no idea what y'all ain't got no idea at all. But, man, you know what? The training, like I said earlier, like, it was that rugged training, man. Especially, mind you, at the time, Uncle's still living in Vegas.
Right.
Keisha's still living in Vegas. Uncle Reno County, California. He was still taking business, up in the office. So really, all we had was you, And I remember we had training every Monday and Wednesdays. You still traveling. You used to come right off the road and come tap in with us. You used to come right off the road and come tap in with us right directly on Mondays. And the training, like you could say, okay, Jacob Fatu used to do flips, do spots and all that. No. It didn't happen like that. I didn't know what no arm bar was. I didn't know what a top hand wrist lock was. I didn't know what a hammer lock was. All that the foundation came from you. You know what I'm saying? It came from there. But the other stuff that I really enjoyed was just the conditioning, the blow-up drills, everything that we started before we even hopped up in that ring, that's what I needed. That's what I loved. That's what my mentality was, though. But, man, it was just like boom, boom, boom. It wasn't just, okay, go stretch, get a partner, let's do lockups. Okay, let's go in the ring, let's do spots. No, it wasn't. And that's why I'm talking about, like, if it wasn't for Knox Pro, if it wasn't for that training, I don't really think I would have had this go mentality up in there. Young cats ask me for advice, like, ooh, what's the advice? I'm like, you know what? It ain't, okay, yeah, get your repetitions in. But this is where it all starts, right here in training. I love training. I love training just as much as I love performing in front of people. Because that's what like helped me build my craft was in training. It was cats like Maverick, what I'm saying, that helped me, which is
Iron Man, let's say it.
Yeah, like it was cats like him. And I was just talking to him about this when I just seen him last week. I just had to thank him. Because a lot of people might not know Maverick, and they don't. But he is one of the caps that always helped me. Yeah, man, that always helped me, always challenged me. Always said, oh, Jacob, come on, man. Always giving it to me. But, man, I love him so much because he is one of the cats that always had help.
Like his brother Joe, though.
Yeah, well, Joe showed up later, though. But, it was cats like him, though. And then not only that, to be around the wrestling encyclopedia, TMD, Joey, I didn't know nothing about half of these cats until I started hanging around Joey. But it just, even though Joey was in the ring with me, but man, he also smarted me up though, like, on the business side, like, knowing who's who, knowing what's what, knowing about the legacy.
He made sure you knew who Bret Hart was.
You know what he did? He did. And matter of fact, he still does the elbow off the second though, which I love. But I'm gonna see him though. But man, the training was awesome. But then again,
ask him about that scar on his face when you see him.
Oh man,
when you talk to him, say, Joe, is that a scar right there? Ask him about that. See what he has to say.
He's probably gonna watch this and pop up. Blood, they put me over the whole video. Sorry, Joe.
No, he punched me so hard in the stomach one time. I just went, like that. And like,
I remember one time when it was me and Jeremy against you and Unc, and then Unc had chopped Jeremy, and Jeremy didn't bump, and he was like, "Who you think, you Hulk Hogan?" And then he was about to go again. I just see you tag him. I was like, "Oh no!" don't know. No, but one of my very first practice matches was against you to try to get me ready for the thing. And I just remember when I went in there, I just completely forgot everything. I forgot everything. And I remember when you would hit me, I didn't really know about the whole selling. I will pop right back up after you used to hit me with stuff until I got that one kick in the face. And then I start selling. You was like, okay, you get it now, huh? All right, you get it now, right? And then my very first match was at the Domain. It was me and you against Joey and Reno. And I remember I had the church members there, and man, that just really.
That's the one Joey said I scarred him on.
Oh, bro, man, fucking Joey.
Joey,
man, it was just love, but I love that training though.
Yeah, I saw on the training thing. Yeah, I believed in running it like a dojo. I remember absolutely. I would have people stretching, doing catch wrestling out there, blow up drills there, rotate around in the 3 sections, and that's all good. Now I think the blow up stuff. I do a little with the younger when they first come in to try to just like thin the herd out to see who's really there. Now I spend more time on which I missed with you. Like I had to learn because I would skip over it is footwork. Like I'd be like, because it's not about being fast. It's being in the right place at the right time to make sure you look fast. You know, and then you have the wind all day to go. You know, like but when you run it back and forth, like for example, Joey get mad, but he'll run all over the place instead of like just casually transitioning into those places. But I've learned to be a better. I wish that I had the knowledge or the awareness now of my training when I had you then, because I think you'd be unstoppable, undeniable. You already are, but I think on the top of that, if I would slow down to, like you said, I kicked you in the face and said, you get it now, right? But that ain't the way to teach that. That ain't the way to teach it, because I'd be like somebody to eye rake somebody and they wouldn't say, I go, sell that, I don't know what are you talking about, and I would stab them in the eye like with my finger. And they go, oh, I go, that's how you sell that. But that's not like always the way to teach nowadays. But I've learned how to, I've had to watch videos back of myself and go, well, how do I teach what I do? Because I just say, I used to get frustrated. How come you can't do this? I'm telling you, this feed, you know. And then I would break it down. So now in the early stages, and there's not a lot of squatting and stuff like that. I do a lot of repetitious of right foot drop feeds and off the center ropes or the corner, different things. So I spend a lot more time with footwork because it's made my life easier in the back end when I get to all the arm drags and hip tosses and slam feeds, different things. It just so I might spend an extra 2 months and slowing them down, but then they're gonna move faster on the back end, and it's gonna make it makes life so much easier. So I still tell them, you give me an extra 3 months or 4 months, and don't complain about nothing. Don't ask me about the ropes. I'll save you like 3 years, you know, like trying to figure stuff out, because I don't like to teach any bad habits. But I don't want to talk about myself and all that.
But you know what? Speaking of bad habits, like that was another thing, you know, that I always used to hear you say was like, you know, it's hard to break people out of the bad habits. You know, like but then another thing was just like the way we was trained, like you could tell how other people were trained just by seeing how they do, what they do. Like even with the headlock takedown, like I still make sure I do a table. Like if there's anything now, if people would ask me for advice, it's just the foundation. For real. It's just the foundation for everything. Like, okay, do the backflip. Like, okay, that's just the add-on. But, you know, it's really just the foundation and just the holds and just knowing the moves, knowing what it is, though, which is, I appreciate it, though. And remember, when you're on time, you're still late. All right, remember that. You know, I'm talking about OG, man.
Yeah, man. If you do there at 5 and you roll it at 10 to 5, you're late as hell, man. You're late in my book. 4:30, you be good. 4:30. Even 4:45, I'll give you a crooked eye at 4:45. And be like, well, I hope you're ready to go. Coming here on my time, stretching and shit like that. You be stretching on your own time, get going, like, you know. When you're on time, you're late for sure. Amen. The buses leave you in Japan, man.
Come on, man.
You know, I still, when I was picking you up at the airport this morning, I had already picked up coffee. I was sitting over there on the side of the road, like, waiting. It's just how I am, though. But it's made my life easier in wrestling.
Well, you been like that. Like I said, I remember the first time we went to Iowa, and I just so happened to wake up. And man, Nan's mom was up cooking breakfast, and you were already all dressed down, already showered, had the coffee, and then that's why I remember when you looked at me and you was like, "Oh, Sully, you're not ready yet. Remember, when you're on time, you're still late." And that shit always stuck with me. I'm like, God damI'm, you know. Yeah. But I'm still running late.
That's that some of that old school mentality.
Come on, man.
Old school mentality. But man, so I'm proud of you. I can't say that enough. So you're coming up. You had the title reign in MLW. Then now everything's falling apart with Contra. Now having to go at that big Mads Kruger, right? Is that how you say it?
Mads Kruger.
Who's talented more than people think. Like,
man,
come on now. I ain't gonna say who I know him from and where from before, but he's climbed up and he and his mind is coming along. His mind's pretty good for it because y'all. I had a match I was supposed to agent for y'all, and I just sat back because he already called it out.
Yeah,
like, your ass was hiding from me. I know you were. I ain't even gonna go into that. I ain't gonna go into why I think you was hiding.
I was kayfabing.
But y'all went out there and killed it. But you know, I think it's only gonna get better with the two of y'all and your chemistry. And, proud of that old Hammerstone too. He's out there.
Oh
yeah. So.
That's big, bro. Matter of fact, it was, and you know, just to touch bases on another thing. I remember when we was in Portland, when I first started trying to get around, it was me, you, Hammer, we was all out there. And, you know, and this is just me just thinking about, you know, I remember showing up and I was just really was like, you know, and then you know how I am. And I just remember when you looked at me, you said, hey, motherfucker, you don't want to be here, you ain't got to be here, all right? But you got to remember, like, there's a lot of people, young cats that would kill to be on your spot, which is kind of, I was just like, because I thought I was lightweight big. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was big-headed around that time. And this is before MLW. Like, I ain't went nowhere. Yeah. I only been wrestling at 3 places and I thought I was big-headed. But, you know, just like, it's another thing I love about because he know how I am. You know, a lot of people say, oh, okay, for instance, won the MLW belt, right? On top, I'm thinking I'm the dog. I get a call from Yeah, so I'm Juice. I'm about to call, congratulate me. He's like, man, you think I'm calling to congratulate you? Man, he's telling me about all the wrongs, though, how it's looking, which is I need, though. You know, I think a lot of cats need it, especially with me, you know, because and this was, I love my family, and I love my uncle and them for it, because they will tell me what I need to know instead of, oh, good job, Boots, good job, Boots. Oh, Jake, man, that was awesome, nothing wrong. But, you know, I forgot to tell you that, though. I don't know if you remember, but
I called you.
I appreciate that.
I think it was how you was selling or something.
Yeah, it was just, you know, just like, oh, yeah, man, I know when you're panicking because you start throwing those shitty kicks, you know. It's just stuff like that I be needing to know.
But your uncle always tell you, think about it. It'll come to you.
Yeah. Sooner or later, you tell on yourself.
Think about it. It'll come to you. Sooner or later, you tell on yourself. Well, Keisha's words always stick with me all the time, man.
Oh, come on, man.
Sometimes when we put the cryptic messages out there, I'll be like, damn, I'll be over here like 7 years later going, is that for me? Yeah. I'll be like, did I do something?
I'll be like, God damn,
man, I go back to, let me go check my social media. Did I mess up or something? And then I sit there. I think about it coming. That's one of the young kids over there.
And then you just hear that voice over your head. Okay, so I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that feels like that. Then, okay.
Nah, I think all the students feel like that. They know because you do anything wrong somewhere, you know. That's just so like it's out there. Like like it's like when you go to church.
Yeah,
you get everybody in that church thinks that sermon's for them. Oh, damn. Preacher, no. He must have saw me last night with them hoes, you know.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
Out there, you know.
Y'all see what I'm saying?
I was just playing dice and stuff, like, you know.
That's that knowledge, man.
Yeah.
I'll be working, you know, I'll be working that social media, though, too. But he be giving out that knowledge, though. You know, that unpaid knowledge, though, over there, man.
People know I'm alive in a positive way so I can stay booked.
Come on.
Ain't gonna put no negative out there. Nobody wants somebody's drama when you show up somewhere. I try to tell people, they come in their class. I said, oh, you late? And they go, oh, my car and my wife. I say, you know what? I don't give a shit about your car, your wife, or this and that. And nor will anybody else trying to employ you. You can't come in there like that. You just got to say, I'm sorry, man. It won't happen next time. Or like, just shit happens. And I get that because I'll say that. I get it, man. I have more drama and more problems in my life than the average person. And but I get it. But when you come at me and you start, oh, you give me a whole list. Man, I ain't got no time for that list, man. You gotta say that. Let me tell you all my problems. Let me tell you my life story. You're gonna go. Man, he need to get some counseling.
Like, damn, I can't believe this is my trainer. And
I said, and I ain't even telling you my darkest thoughts. I'm keeping that so I don't go to jail or be locked up in the insane asylum. Just telling you my immediate problems right now that it's on my mind. So like, you know, nobody wants to hear your problems, man. You keep that in mind when you're going somewhere. Like, if you're late, just own up to it. I can remember one time. One time in WWE, I missed one flight in WWE. It was for TV too, and I got, you know, I ain't gonna say I was out running hard before but I got to the airport. I was 4 hours early. I was like, I'll be here 4 hours early.
Okay.
And I went and found a lady and said, "Are you working this counter?" She goes, "Yeah, I'm working this counter." So I go, "I'm gonna take a nap right here. Like my ticket's right here." I put my ticket in my hand, and this is in Tampa Airport, and I put there, and then I just knocked out. Knocked out. I woke up. And I looked.
Everybody was gone.
Everybody was gone. I looked around and I seen that lady at the counter and I see the plane pull it out. I went, oh. She goes, well, you were sleeping so good and we was overbooked. I just let you sleep. I'm like, wow. So I said, I'm trying to get from Tampa to Bakersfield. It's TV on the same day.
Oh, damn. So you had to go all the way
I had
to
to go to
West.
LA and drive up, but I was supposed to fly into Bakersfield. Yeah. So call time's warm. But time I got to Bakersfield, they was wrapping up 10 o'clock hour on TV. I rode in there and they just, and I had a match and everything too. They had the cat. They like, so the next day, Jim Ross goes, well, David, what, you got any excuses for missing? I go, no, sir.
Yeah.
He go, nothing. I go, nah, I effed up, man. I messed up. My bad.
Yeah.
He says, nothing? I can tell you a bunch of stuff, but it ain't gonna matter. I missed the flight. It's on me.
Yeah.
He goes, you won't do that again, will you? I go, no. And I walk off. But if I would have tried to say I was asleep with the ticket in my gas, sounds so stupid. They ain't gonna believe that. They'd be like, well, that was creative. But
you are a grown man.
Yeah, you go on there with a fuss at you. So nobody really wants to hear your problems. You just gotta own up to it, accept it, move forward, fix it, or correct it the best way you can, and stay positive, push forward. And that's what you keep doing in your life. You're staying positive and pushing forward, man. So all right, so now so what do you see in the future for you, Mr. Jacob Fatu, MLW, wherever? What's going on? What you got cracking? I know you're all over working. We ain't got to get in all those places.
Man.
MLW, like big baby face now? Or you
I'm loving it right now, MLW. Yeah, because I'm not going to lie. I was kind of iffy about putting out those, those short stories, because nobody had, really seen that side of me. And, if you notice, I'm not even really out meeting the fans or anything like that. But I do appreciate them. I really do. My whole career, everybody's always had my back. But I just can't wait to see where this journey take me though. I'm taking a step at a time though with MLW. That's the home that gave me that opportunity. When some other people did give me the opportunity, but just really was kind of But then again, it just go back with Court though, knowing Pops too back in the day. Yeah. It wasn't just Court Bauer, MLW. No, it's just
that's not why they're patient with you. They're patient with you because you're talented, but they worry about you, man.
They do.
They worry, and they got every
MSL because I put them. They put up with a lot of my shit.
They got a lot of rights to worry, but
yeah,
you're gonna keep showing. You're gonna
absolutely
keep turning. You turning the corner. You got it, man.
Yeah.
You just gotta. I say it on here all the time, and you probably don't hear it. It's one step, one breath, and 1 minute at a time. That's all you can do, and work with yourself, man.
Come on,
and it'll be the people that you love the most that'll be hurting you sometimes, because they don't understand why to travel, this and that. They love you. It don't mean they don't love you. It's just should seem crazy to them too, because you got to remember, probably your girl too. You come from the same. She come from the same streets you come from.
Yeah, exactly.
So her mentality, she's still home in the streets. You out there trying to be in the business world where they man, you got to leave that shit at home. You can't bring them streets here where she never leaves them streets. She's still there trying to come about it, and it's come back to you, and she probably wondering what's up with you, man? And you're like, hey, I gotta get this flight. Yeah. Can't be messing around right now. I ain't got time to be fighting about the kids and this and that, whatever it may be, So it's not easy, man. So I get it, man, and I don't think a lot of people know that about you. Yeah, that it's a struggle in every level. Whether it's a struggle of love or just a struggle of the streets or just a struggle with accepting and loving yourself, man. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. So I'm proud of you. So. Yeah, so look, you look like you're positioned to rock the world as a big, strong baby face there moving forward. I don't know how long that'll last. If I can give you one point of suggestion, don't change how you work.
Oh, for sure.
That same viciousness that you brung as Contra.
Yes.
You bring, which is Jacob Fatu, because that viciousness is you. That's your style. Yeah. So you don't change your style. You just change what limits you break the holds and stuff on the counts and stuff like that. You don't change that, man, because you don't change you. Don't change you to suit a certain situation. You just be Jacob Fatu. So that's good, man. So
that's what I've been sticking with too. It's crazy you say that because it's just that once again, let's go back to the training. It's just like I said, it's like you said, it's the explosiveness. I was really, y'all really taught us that though too over there at nights.
Yeah, I remember watching. Went to WrestleMania because Miro wrestled. He came out in the tank. Remember, Rusev in the tank.
I was in there with you.
Yeah, and then
and Lenny Popo and
Sika Pops was fighting. Pops got mad at Sika. But there's a trip there. But But when he did something, he went to go do something and it missed. like not a camel clutch or something. Russo went to do something, but it went wrong. I seen it went wrong, and I noticed he just wow, he just started stomping it back and he shifted the gear. So when we was at the after party, I said, "Hey man, what happened on that spot?" He goes, "Oh, you noticed?" I said, "Sure he did." He goes, "I just did what you taught me, shift the gear." I said, "That's how I noticed, because you shifted the gear." Because it made everybody forget. They would have never noticed it was a gimmick. I don't know if it was a camel clutch. I don't know what it was, but maybe it was a camel clutch or somebody. But whatever, he stomped, he shifted the gear, man. But people forget. Yeah, people forget easy, but they remember the bad shit. They forget the good stuff easy. You just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing and stay positive. Anything you want to talk about? What's going on with you? Like again, I should know your life story. I'm not prepared, but I ain't trying to flag out a bunch of shit out here.
No, man, we've been doing this. Come on now, you know where the love is at. No, it's just I'm just going back to the training, just like what you said, just with Mira. Like, man, it's just always been there. Like, man, the training at Knox has took me this far, for real. Like, I was one of the guys in the back because I was always part of the uncle and them. I was always like one of those cats like, "Man, how come Pedro's got the belt? Why I ain't got the belt?" You know, I was one of those. Remember Pedro?
I still wonder why Pedro had the belt.
Right. I was like, why? Like, why I ain't got the belt? This and that.
Because he bought Gisette a purse. Or something.
Give it back, man. You know who I seen is Leonard Grayson.
Yeah, he's back.
Grayson's back. And shout out to Oos, man. He about to have his first baby though too on the way.
He's married up, educated up, got a job, teaching. Yeah, he's doing good.
Remember Okalani?
Yeah.
Remember when we used to do the raffles?
Like the sweet peas out of Popeye. Like,
it's just TMD's favorite story. Well, one of his favorite. Remember when we used to do the raffles? Excuse me. You know,
that's them damn cigarettes. You need to get off them cigarettes.
I know.
Tell you that right now.
Oh man, I'm chain blowing them. Man, I remember when Okalani won the T-shirt. He was security guard. Okalani was a security guard. We do 50-50 raffles. Yeah, he's Tongan. Shout out to Togo. We do 50-50 raffles. At the Old Domain for the fans. I don't know why he bought a couple tickets.
Who, Joey?
No, Okalani. Okalani bought the tickets. And they called the number. He's a security guard. They thought it was the work. The fans thought we were like cheating him. He calls him, mind you, this guy's tall, bro. He's at least wear a 3-4X shirt. The raffle ticket that he won was a large.
He was like 6'6" or something.
Yeah, but they won a large, and he got a large shirt. He still walks up to go grab it and then goes stand by the door like nothing happened. It was horrible. But shout out to the.
I bet that drove Rito crazy.
Nah, man, it's just. I mean, man, I'm just happy where I came from. I'm happy the career did start from over there. Like you said, it was just like, damn. I remember when I first came through. Like, I didn't understand how you was feeling because I was like the third, fourth one that came through the door at that time. But
there's a few.
Yeah,
there was a few after you too.
There was. Oh my gosh, yeah, Isaiah.
I missed now. What did I miss with Cepha? What did I miss there?
Oh man,
because he signed, right?
Well, yeah. Solo, NXT, and you know, Houston, man, he don't went. You feel me? Went all the way straight, man. And he's been over there for about almost half a year right now.
Yeah.
But he wasn't even working for that long, neither. So
no, but
he did his thing. Well, but you know, Cepha. He didn't even really. He went to college, did his thing, and this was something that
education.
Because he was really trying to go play football, but this was something that just naturally just happened to all of us, though. You know, but like I said, like I'm glad that did happen. I'm still out, still being a father to my kids, and still just grinding.
Well, speaking, you want to mention relatives. Why don't you break down the Samoan dynasty for me? Can you?
I got it.
Hey, where they all at? Like, go on, get the Samoan dynasty. So, break down that family tree for me because, I got a bad memory. I took a lot of chair shots. I did a lot of bad things. So, I'm pretty sure I got it. But man, there's between the Usos and everybody. I don't know. There's a lot.
Now, man, I've been waiting to do this.
I'm gonna sit back.
I've been waiting to do this. So, man, we're gonna start from the top. You know, we're talking about like the third generation, the OGs that actually did this thing. Okay, but hold on. Matter of fact, the research goes back a little bit further.
All right.
Before there was High Chief and Alpha and Sika, there was actually some Uso from San Francisco called last name the Tafulis. I think it was Reno Tafuli or his dad Tafuli, but he also used to wrestle in San Francisco.
So Reno's a strong Samoan.
Yes. Reno Tafuli. I think I'm not sure what the dad's name is, but the last name was Tafuli. I mean, this is just what I'm finding out where I'm going from, coming out from my.
Speaking of last names, they spelled your last name wrong. That's why you couldn't get on that flight.
Yeah. Okay. Then we gonna break.
They put a G in there instead of the I, right?
Because I'm the only.
We'll go back to
I'm the only I'm the only kid that got both my parents' last name.
But
I'm still a Fatu though. Hold on, don't get it wrong.
You Fatu, but it's like, yeah, it's a long ass name.
Oh no, yeah, they put two different letters up in there
instead of the I.
It was like Fagu or Fahu.
All right, but go ahead. Cat back in San Francisco, Reno.
It was came from the Tafuli, but like most of y'all that in the wrestling world, y'all gonna know High Chief Peter Maivia. Alpha Seeker the Wild Samoans, okay? Bam, right under them, second generation. My father, the Tonga Kid, Rikishi, the Great Samu, Yokozuna, Lloyd, okay, we can Uncle Lloyd, Alofa, shout out to Alofa, Alpha Jr.,
Samoan Storm. Man.
Yep, Samoan Storm, man. Hello, big dog.
Stop if you can.
And then it came back. Yeah.
Try and stop me.
Yeah, don't beat the ref up. And then it came from the third generation right there, which is the Usos, Roman Reigns. Man, you even had Miko up in there, but Lance on Hawaii. Man.
Well, Lance reached out to me. He's back.
Yeah,
ready
you
to
know
go.
what?
His shoulder's good. He just reached out to me.
He just
all right, so Lance on Hawaii. I messed up
Lance on Hawaii. Solo Sequoia. And then me, Jacob Fatu, Samoan Werewolf.
Yeah.
Damn, man. That's
you forget.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. How can I forget about The Rock?
Oh, The Rock. You forgot The Rock.
Forget about Rock.
Because he's a movie star now. Yeah, but he's the biggest star in entertainment.
Forget about Rock.
Oh,
my God. So, yeah.
Well, he's up there right under Office. He got under.
No, yeah. He was my pops, Yoko. Yeah. He's there with my pops, Yoko, June, Samu. Which is, I think, Samu like one of the most underrated, man.
My favorite.
Samoan workers,
the
man.
Great Samu. When he was a Great Samu in Calgary.
Too. He's one of my favorites.
I saw it on my elbows, different things from him.
Oh, my gosh. Umaga. Oh, my God. Okay, hold on.
You thought you got this down now.
Let me break it down again. High Chief Peter Maivia, Wild Samoans, Alpha Seeker. I know.
And you forgot Maddie.
I forget.
Maddie.
Whoa. Okay, see, listen, y'all. I don't really drink coffee. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm loving it this morning. I'm loving it this morning. See,
he did say he doesn't drink coffee, and he goes, "I don't drink coffee."
See, once again, let's go back to my training where we got to go back to the foundation. Slow it down. Slow it down. Okay, so man, here you go. Alpha and Seeker, Wild Samoans, High Chief Peter Maivia, Umaga, the Tonga Kid, Rikishi, the Great Samu, Alofa, Alpha Jr. Rest in peace to Unc Man. And then after that, man, damn, that's 7 of them. Man, there's a lot of them. And after that, go back down to Us and them. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, Roman Reigns, Lance, I don't know why, and then me, Jacob Fatu. Woo!
Journey?
Oh, and my brother Johnny. Damn. See, it just don't stop going. With Tamiko and then Bleeder.
Bleeder, Jay Bleeder. He's related.
And then the White Pearl, Isaiah Tyler.
Yeah, I used to call him White Chocolate.
White Pearl. The White Pearl.
Isaiah. He was crazy, though.
Damn.
Isaiah was always in trouble, man.
I didn't realize
talking
there was
mad
a
shit
lot of
Isaiah
them.
all the time.
Yeah, this guy, I said, oh, so what do you like about training? He said, I like standing on the top of the rope and jumping off, taking a bump. I said, damn. And then there was this, oh my gosh.
But it was all related. Everybody's related. That's all relations.
I forgot about Isaiah. Yes, we are. All of them. And you know, if we're not related on the dad's side, we are related on the mama's side.
Do you think any of your baby girls want to wrestle?
I think my girls. I definitely think my
Lance
girls.
He got a couple babies. Too.
Yes. I think
Alpha got babies too.
He do. Little Storm, little Oos. Yeah, but I think it doesn't stop. Like I don't. All my kids, my girls love wrestling the most. But I think Janiyah might be the next one.
She's that mean one.
She the tough one.
Hit me one time, I think, like for no reason. Spit out me, hit me, like what?
Man, she the one that be beating up all the boys.
Like a domain, she's like, why did you?
Man, my kids was running.
Must have went home and talk. I say your dad must have went home and talked some shit about me or something. Like she didn't like me.
Man, you know, you know another thing that I missed too over there at the domain. It was that ring that we trained in. That ring, that hard,
like Frankenstein ring.
Man, that ring made us want to bump right. Like, for real, man.
Reno got that, and I don't know if he got that from Rick Drayson or who he got that from. Oh, he got it from Rick Bassman, I think. That was the old
ECW.
UWF or whatever it was called, the first territory out there for Rick Bassman. He bought it where the Ballard's trained and Cena and all out there. Yeah, but then he welded it. It got even stiffer. Yeah. But I like that ring. That's good.
Yeah, man, I definitely enjoyed
some solid
that
ones.
ring.
At CCW, we got a couple of old the GWA ones. They're really solid over there. I prefer to get in them because it don't hurt my knees and stuff. Yeah. But we're gonna rewind as you're breaking them tree down. You touched on something, and it's funny that you say it because I feel the same way. The Great Samu.
Yeah.
He would Lance.
Come on, we gotta
Great
give
Samu.
it up for you, huh?
That Great Samu was my fucking favorite out of them all. Oh, excuse my language. My favorite. I thought he was just tremendous when he was the Great Samu. Then the head shrinkers, I was terrified of because I was just, and it was the SST. They weren't the head shrinkers. It was SST, Samoa SWAT team, him and Keish. But like they'd come in there and carry a pineapple. Like I was like 17 years old, 18 years old at Georgia Championship Wrestling in Atlanta, sitting in a little studio, and the SST with Paulie coming in there. I'm like, oh man, these four foes are busting pineapples on people's heads and thrust kicking their head. First they kick their head off, then hit them in the head with a pineapple. I'm like, oh hell no, I hope I don't get them, because it'd be like the Samoans, SST. It'd be like the Road Warriors, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, I hope I get the Road Warriors." I ain't trying to get a pineapple busted on my head or get like. But it turns out they only thrust kicked the peeps' heads off and bust them into pineapples if they wanted to. They were so good. But when you're young, you just see the Road Warriors, you seen them, and I was like, damn, let me get the Road Warriors. Where everybody else is probably like, I like if they knew better, they say I want the SST. So they gonna get protected because they could actually work. You know, like the SST could work. The Road Warriors like coming. I ended up becoming really good friends with Hawk, but. But when I first worked him, I thought like they don't like me. Man. What I do wrong?
Man, I was talking to Uncle Sammy one day. Man, he was like, "Man, nephew, that spinning kick I used to do." He was like, "Sometimes I just used to hold people up, tell them forgive me, and then turn around and then wham!" I'm like, oh shit!
Nah, I mean, he was so good, man. He was
good.
He's so good.
I think he was working well.
Man, he got a lot of grandbabies now, man. Every time I see him on social media, he got another grandbaby. Welcome to the world. I'm like, with Jacob over there. Like,
he out there in Philly too doing this thing.
He always
hell of a cook too.
He always tells me, "Hey, you need to call me and come to Philly." So we need to go over there on the 13th. Cause like I gotta fly out to Virginia the next day, but 13th, like that night maybe or something.
It's that Friday.
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
I should just change
Friday the 13th. We coming.
So so that's your next. Well, both of ours MLW bookings. Was it it's not Intimidation, what's it called? The Coliseum. Kings of the Coliseum. MLW on the 13th,
And that's actually where I won my the heavyweight belt too 3 years ago over there. So.
One of your fellow classmates has a title shot that night.
Who's does?
Holly did.
Yeah.
Featherweight.
Oh, you know what?
She working at Valkyrie.
Where on at ML?
They advertise. But you need to pay attention and push your social media.
I know. I'll be.
MLW, she's got a title match for the featherweight or the tournament or whatever it is.
Sis, come on, sis. Shout out to Cleveland, man. Hello.
Yeah, East Cleveland. Yeah, East side.
Come on, Thunders, Ruggers, bone, baby.
But a lot of talent came out of that Knox Pro School.
Come
on.
A
lot of talent. Reno's passionate when he's working there, but Kishi breaks down that knowledge, and Reno, he just, I don't know, he scares him.
I just seen Daniela too last week.
What's that?
Seen her, Daniela over there, Sis D over there.
Oh, yeah, she rolled back through?
Yeah, seen her over there. It was good to see her over there. Shout out to Sis.
I used to see her, like, I went and did the PC stuff, and I'd run into her once in a while, but then I saw she's back on her own path, but she's doing betting and gaming and all this stuff, fantasy league stuff. Like, she's smart with the sports.
Come on.
She always had the fever for a flavor of a big tight end. She liked the football players.
Just doing
shit, man. So man, I miss those days. LA.
Damn, I didn't even realize about everybody who came through over there through Knox. But man, you guys also got that legendary building though too. What was it? The first building too over there in Burbank.
Oh, that haunted one,
yeah.
That place was haunted, man.
What?
Oh, I wouldn't like to be in there at night. There was the office on the one side, but that opposite side over that other wall.
Yeah.
And I ain't the only one that felt that way, man. I would not want to be. We'd be there when we first opened painting, and I'd be like, just scared to death over there. Like, I don't know if it was like, you hear about the Burbank police back in the day, back in the old mafia days. I don't know if they just cutting people up in there or something, man. I don't know, but I think they lined them up on that wall because that wall was solid concrete. Then I sprayed that out there by the railroad track side, you know. But yeah, the old domain, the first domain. I seen a lot of people coming in. I remember when little Ricky and his girl first came in. I remember when Gisette came in, and now Gisette came in like a one lung breathing, like really little heavy girl with glasses.
Oh shit,
and like
that was another one who used to give me a run for my money too back in the day.
And then like Joey always laughed. He goes, "You turned her into a murderer. She got killed. She's mean, like she's so mean." And I'm like, "Nah, she's handling her business, man. Just handling the beat."
Man, you know who always functioned with us too was a shout out to Swayze, baby.
Swayze.
Patrick, man, that was my. He pulled up on me at a show.
Too. He got 2 babies.
Yeah,
he's catching up to you.
He doing his thing, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to that Tin Horn too. They closed it down. They said
Tin Horn, yeah, because the dude, the Tin Horn, because it was closed during COVID, but he just kept opening it.
See, that's
they said it was city fine after city fine, and they just finally,
No more blue cheeseburgers for us then.
If he could have just held out one more year, but those bar businesses, it was tough for him, like to hold out and not make money. But that place, John Wayne used to drink in there, Tin Horn. That's what at the swinging doors. They said John Wayne used to drink in there.
Oh yeah, see,
the Duke.
It's legendary hanging out with Swayze, man. He's a good host,
Swayze's a good cat, man. He did a lot. He's got a look of projects. He keeps trying to tell me to move back to LA.
Really?
Yeah, like I almost because he's trying to move. Susan, I talked about it. I was talking about renting a house. You've been to his house, right?
Yeah.
So he was looking for somebody to rent it. I was going to rent that spot because that's a cool spot. Like Joey was, but then Joey ended up moving in with Hillbilly. So, and go back out there. He's like, man, you could do anything. He always believed in me. He's like, you can do any project, man. I got you. He says, I'll fly out here and do a project with you, but I just never at my time. So I'm still same problem I had when I lived in LA. It's like I had a agent. Joey got me an agent.
Yeah.
And they would like, they go, I thought you wanted to act. I go, no, I wrestle because they'd have so many like auditions. I go, nah, I can't be running over to Santa Monica. I got a flight in like 5 hours. I ain't trying to audition. They go, you book almost everything you get. You try not to go. And then when I moved, and they said, man, we're gonna miss you, like, cause like I but Swayze says the same thing, man. You come back out here, we'll keep you working. But,
that's big, bro. Man, he threw the best Halloween parties ever. 2 double-decker buses.
Yeah, I never got on any of those, man. But I've heard the stories. Because I was always working. Halloween's a busy time for me.
That's right. That's right.
Vampire wrestling. You know.
Hello. Talking about.
But we're not gonna keep you on here too long today. I don't want everybody to know how nice you actually are. You're supposed to be a menacing savage. Maybe your character is you're like really nice like that, and then you just turn dead serious. Like, Keisha used to do that to you. You be laughing with you tell a joke, you laugh a little bit too hard. He just
hey. Don't do that. On me. Yeah, man, he's starting to scare me now.
No, I'm just saying this way. He's scary, and you be like, well, is you serious? Man, They just kind of, sorry, leave the room. I see many fools crying coming out of that office.
Come on, man. You, man, and I am happy, though, you are over there at MLW now. You know, even though I was trying to hide from you that one time and stuff. But it's love, though. You're
doing good, man. You're on your path. I'm proud of you. You just got to work on the man in the mirror, man.
Come on.
And I'm just saying, it's a lot of great things out there. Yes, you deserve it. Yes, you do. But you're on your journey. You're on right now. You're where you're at. You need to make the best of everything and keep pushing forward and try to find some happiness within yourself. And when you love yourself and find happiness within yourself, the rest will follow, man. You know, your girl loves you. Your babies are gonna love you.
Yeah.
Life ain't always. It ain't easy, man. It ain't easy. Life ain't easy, but it's doable. It's doable, man. And you can be happy and walk your path. And so we'll wrap it up, man. That was thanks you, Jacob, for coming on here, and good luck on the rest of your journey. Looking forward to seeing your growth as you still grow. You're a young man, and you still haven't hit your peak yet. So you still got a lot to do, man. And just work on yourself so you're ready for the other opportunities in life when they come up, man. Always the 6 P's. You know the 6 P's, right?
Oh man, I knew this was coming. I was trying to remember it while we were talking, but I couldn't do it. I was trying to have you give me a sign or something.
I picked this up in England a lot because it's from the Royal Military, but a promoter over there named Brian Dixon would say it all the time, and he goes, proper planning prevents piss poor performance. The 6 P's. Proper planning prevents piss poor. That's being early. That's just, you just always stay on go, man. There's no season for us like pro football or MMA. Baseball, we don't get the layoff for 3 months. There's no off time. There's no off time, so you always got to stay on go, ready to button push go. So it's a little harder, man. So you got to keep that mentality right. So we want to like shut down, but we're not allowed to shut down. That's why I always say wrestlers, and I'm not knocking the wrestling world. I always say pro wrestlers. Remember, I used to say we got an extra pint of blood. We're tougher than the rest of the world. We're not the same as the civilians. But we're not, because we have to stay. There is no season for us. It's 24/7. Want some, get some, bad enough, take some. It's not just an attitude. It's a lifestyle. Can't stop, won't stop. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. You got to keep pushing, man. Get some Trick Daddy in there too. Get some.
I'm gonna come back at the P's right though.
Yeah.
Man.
Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And on that note, thank you, Jacob Fatu.
Love on. Come on, man. You know, And
everybody, that's Fangin the Bagel with Gangrel and Jacob Fatu. We'll catch you the next time and on the flip side. Want some?
Come get some, boy.
Bad enough. Take some. He got
okay, sorry.
There you go.
It's the coffee. It's the coffee. I bet Joey's like, oh my God. Joey's probably laughing.
Man, it's the coffee. Flying all night and not sleeping. That'll do it to you too, man. But thank you. James Brown, man. Hardest working man in Samoan show business.
Love y'all, man. Appreciate it.